Welcome to this Dsensor demo. We're going to look at the decentralized sampling and scoring protocol in a little bit more depth, trying to show what's going on. So we log into our resolution wallet. We're going to sign into our Ethereum smart contract and the messaging system. We need data, so we register our sensor as usual on the network. We mine the acceptance of the hardware to the network and then create a permission storage contract over it. And then collect our data. So we then want to perform scientific analysis over the collected peer-to-peer networks data. So to do that we create these DMAPs, which is the signs. So we were going to call it a sample test. Type to demo. And here the scientist wants to see if there's any correlation or significance between activity and the heart rate measured by the infrared light. They've got their computation on GitHub. The hash gives you a unique reference of the specific code instance. And we have our positron URL, and we're going to custom shards. So we're going to roll this out to the sampling protocol, but just before that takes off, just familiar yourselves with the background here. We're going to download a sandbox compute environment where we're actually going to run the code. In this case, a Node.js file for doing least mean squares. So we can watch for that being downloaded from GitHub and installed on this local machine. We're going to see a lot of activity creating smart contracts. So that will start with the DMAP sign smart contract, which will then ask for permission to the storage contract. That will then create a compute smart contract that will then be asked to start the compute, which will trigger the downloading of the sandbox, which then will perform the computation and give us back a prediction path for this particular client. So I'll try and stop this to show you the screens working on the background. So it's again a technical interface at this stage, just to understand what's going on, and we'll see some feedback coming out of the background to the wallet. So we roll it out, we can see the smart contract hitting the blockchain, mine that acceptance. Sampling protocol sent a message which created that new smart contract. We have our GitHub and our hash there, which commenced the compute with the sandboxing. So we look over in our code now. You can see we've got our sandbox with exactly the same code that was sitting on the GitHub URL. What went into it, and eventually the computer environment was accepted and it gave us back this prediction path, and then it was asked to go and select another peer from the network, and the process starts again. So this would keep on going. Each peer can then get their personalized view of what's going on, or they can launch an external application to get to more in-depth analysis.